All right.
All right. Thank you, Vanessa, for being here. How does it feel to come to Penn State Scranton, about to play in your first softball games, a transfer from Lackawanna College, your third year? What are the feelings going into this new season?
Absolutely nervous. It's been about a year and a half since I've been on a field, so it's definitely different, but I'm very excited to get out there finally.
Yeah. And then I have that you're a catcher, center fielder, and a third baseman. What position are you most comfortable with, and kind of are you a jack of all trades, whatever they need you to do? What have you mostly played throughout your years of playing softball?
Mainly center field and outfield. I could play wherever they need me. It's just going to be a little difficult to match up to what they need.
Yeah.
But I like center because I can cover a lot of area.
Now, is that been most of your game defensive minded, or how are you offensively? What has your experience been like offensively? There's certain things you'd like to work on going into this year?
Probably hitting some curveballs. That's my weakness out at the plate. Anything else? I have good bunts, I think. So as long as you got the speed behind you, you can get out there.
Absolutely. Now, when last year the season got shut off with the pandemic, were you already at Penn State Scranton, or were you still at Lackawanna? And what was this year been like? And then now, kind of a month before the season started, they're like, it's time to play ball. It's kind of short notice, but I'm sure very excited to play. What has this last year been like, and your whole experience with it?
Well, I came into Penn State last semester, so I was upset that we didn't have a fall season because at Lackawanna we were used to that. But we had some conditioning with half team practices, which is weird because I didn't know most of the girls. And then we took the break because school shut down for the break. And then that we came back, we had to still be separated. And so it was kind of awkward because we weren't all close. But it's gotten better now since we've all been together.
Yeah, I imagine that practice, and as much as you can during this, you're trying to bond, and then the road trips will probably help, some of the bus trips and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's tough in this environment. How have you been staying prepared mentally and physically, getting ready for this season with your reps, whether it be hitting, fielding, during this situation? Have you been able to, on your own, get a few girls together to practice with? How have you been able to stay ready during this year?
So my friends I played with are from rec all the way up to Lackawanna. And we'd hang out all the time, so we knew that we didn't have COVID. We'd go down, play at our local field together, hitting and then fielding, and then just hanging out. And then we'd do that probably about 3 times a week throughout break. And then when it was snowy, we would just kind of hang out and just watch plays go on.
Alright, so that's good. And now, what would you like to see from yourself? What would you, before we get to team goals, what would you like to see individually for yourself out there this year?
Well, since it's my last time playing, I just want to have fun and see if I could break any records. So, just want to see what I can get done.
Oh, so this is definitely your last season getting to
Yep.
play.
Yeah.
How does that feel going into something? I'm sure you love it, something you loved your whole life, and this going into your last season. What does that feel like?
It hurts, but it's good to have something behind me that I got friends from and can always rely on down the road.
Now, team goals, between this being your last year and then what you'd like to see from the team, how would you like to finish your collegiate softball career? What would you like to go out on?
On top.
Yeah.
All the way on top, yeah.
Absolutely, that would be the dream scenario, or a big hit, I'm sure, at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, absolutely. And then my final question I'd like to ask is, especially going through everything what people have gone through in this last year, what will it mean to you to represent this Penn State campus and to put on that jersey for the first time for that first game against Penn State Schoolfield?
Well, I have some old teammates playing on that other team, so I kind of want to show them up and put our best foot forward.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, and have a great season.
Thank you.
Go out on top. I love to see it.
Thanks.
Okay, let me pause this.